I'll be reacting to Futsal Boys episode 2, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0, go. Oh yeah, I'm pumped up for this. Fun guy visual. Funimation's logo. I always think it's super cool, actually. Right now it's here. Damn, this guy looks absolutely freaking fabulous. Okay. And going with this, I'm gonna mention there's gonna be a lot of sports action this week. That's my guess. I love the way the ball's animated in the series. I gotta admit, I like how even though it's in the second episode, the animation's actually still smooth. And I even love how you can tell the animators in the series are trying hard not to resort to utilizing stills. Because, you know, at this, because most sports animes, you would see stills utilized in the second episode of this one. But this series, you can tell the production's pretty damn freaking competent as far as sports animes go. So I gotta say, I'm actually impressed. Even, oh, yo, that is some max flexibility there. I like how it's looking like he's utilizing a special attack in one of those shonen battle series. I fucking love this. Wow. Hell yeah. I'm assuming he made it up on the fly and he has a name for it. I just love how he's like such a fucking kid when it went in. I fucking love his enthusiasm. This guy's being a fucking bitch, even though all the times they pulled and tugged on the posing on their players. I think he's acting. Oh my, we've got our handsome boys. I gotta admit, I like how the opening in this series sounds so clean. I freaking dig it. For some reason, this series really does love its white backgrounds, though. But hey, you know what? If that's the sacrifice of the anime not having to resort to stills, white backgrounds, then I'll take white backgrounds over freaking still shots any day of the week. Because more sports animes have cost-cutting measures. I swear, the fucking beat of this opening is so damn clean. Just something about sports animes and badass anime openings just go well together. It feels like even the shitty sports animes need to have a fucking cool opening. Not to say this anime is shitty so far; it's far from it. Like, out of the sports anime I've seen over the last few years, this one actually has a pretty damn good start versus your conventional sports anime so far. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. Hello, Game Bonlanis. So far, Game Bonlanis, it's actually pretty decent, so I think you might enjoy it. It ain't anything amazing, though, but it ain't bad. It's competent. It's better than the sports animes like, say, Full Metal Grammar, that's for sure. And it's better than that Way Surfing Let's Go anime. So this, as far as sports animes go, you could do better, but you could do worse. But if you haven't seen it, I'd say you should check out Escape the Infinity that came out last year. That was a kick-ass sports anime. So far, this series, as far as sports anime go, it's good. It's fine. Nothing amazing, nothing bad. It's enjoyable, though. Which is rare because nowadays most sports anime are shit. Sup, Spiral Matt? Damn, what's with the urge? It's a little bit above average. It's closer to good than average, Spiral. I mean, it's closer to good than bad, Spiral Matt. But it's nothing amazing, though. But it's enjoyable. Pretty much what I can say is watch this series if you haven't watched the best sports anime, but if you have seen the best sports anime and you have time to spare, check out the series. That's how I look at this series. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. But nothing more than that. You could definitely do worse than this series, that's for sure. No, that's a compliment, Spiral Matt. There's a lot of sports animes. I usually rip them apart and fucking criticize them because most of them suck balls. That's from me, Spiral Matt. That's a fucking compliment. Have you seen my reactions to other sports animes? I usually rip them apart a new asshole. That's gonna be pretty hard, Spiral Matt. Most sports animes don't do that. No, this fucker needs to rest. He's fucking bruised up. Exactly. He get injured. But yeah, this series will knock my socks off from the looks of it. I mean, not saying it's impossible. But there's going to be a sports anime that's going to premiere next week that actually does look like it has potential to knock my socks off. The one that kind of looks like tennis. It got delayed by a week, though, because of the tsunami in Japan. So that one might actually do it. What do you think, Spiral Matt? Well, yeah, people can always grow as an athlete. So even though they don't look like they could become one in the future with enough time and experience and practice. I mean, Spiral Matt, some sports anime have. Last year, SK the Infinity did it. And that was the only one that did it last year because actually there was an athletics one with boys that was pretty good too. So there was only like 2 really good sports anime last year. And that's it, just 2. I think it was a Bakito or something like that. Never heard of that one. And then the year before that, it was Captain Tsubasa that impressed me. Captain Tsubasa was actually pretty impressive. I mean, yeah, I gotta admit, boy does have a pretty nice, good kick, actually. But you know what I like about this series, Matt? At least you can tell the animators are trying. At least they're not lazy fucks. So I'll give them credit for that. At least I see effort, which is more than I can say for most of your sports anime that have been airing over the last few seasons. Damn. I wonder what Zakaki's going to build more chemistry with her boy. Because there's only so much you can do by yourself. Damn, it looks like how he fucking completely ignores him as if he wasn't even there. I think the only way for a guy to lighten up Sasaki's point of view is for him to do more impressive things during either practice or matches. That's the only way Sakaki's going to stop. So much urge in that man's soul. I'm like, bro, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, it's important to win. But you also play games to have fun, though, and to bond with others, you know? And all about just winning. Because there's such a thing as also in your losses, learning from your mistakes and growing as an individual, including through adversity, through losses. I mean, losing, just because you lose doesn't mean you don't gain anything from it at all, actually. Oh yeah, that happens in a lot of anime, Spiral Matt. But I kind of like edgelords like that though, because it's always fun seeing when they change their perspective, depending on how they're handled. Spiral Matt. They never learn about having fun, Spiral Matt, until they meet the hyperactive protagonist. Then they learn all about fun. At least that's how it usually works in these type of sports anime, Spiral Matt. I'm assuming Yamato's still struggling to learn the rules. He's thinking of soccer. It looked like he was about to slap the boy with the way he was. Yeah, I love how he closes the window too. That's a nice little comedic effect there. Yeah, but the thing is, though, again, well, people don't accept losses. It looks like his soul left his body. That's your Spiral Matt. It's up to him to learn all these rules. He has to. It depends. Not a lot of people like studying Spiral Matt. Only some people do. I think they're going to get rejected because they're not. And somebody said no thanks because it's like, why would you want people that just gave up a sport on a whim? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyone that gives up something on a whim is not worth dealing with when it comes to a competitive setting. I like this though. It shows you that this man truly does mean to win. But Rika likes studying though, Spiral Matt. It depends on the person. It all depends on the context, Spiral Matt. Oh, that's so fucking sweet. I always love it when you have characters like that. And you know, that only makes the scene where he drills the rules of Futsal to Yamato by giving him all these books have more weight because it shows how much he really cares about the sport. Yep, that's exactly why I was thinking as to why he rejected all those potential members. Damn. I like this. It shows you how deeply Toei thinks about things like this. No, he has nothing to apologize for. Exactly. Those. And the first years they have, some of them are badasses. I mean, Sasaki's pretty fucking cool, and Yamato has a lot of potential. And this is what I love about. Okay, I gotta admit, if this series continues to have moments like this, it could actually lead to greatness. Yeah, definitely are the best buds. I love the bromance, Spiral Matt. And that's why I love sports animes, because I am fucking addicted to bromance shit. Like, you have no fucking idea how much I love bromance. It's part of the reason why I love Kuroko no Basket. Kuroko and Kagami had an amazing bromance. You had a beautiful bromance between Tsubasa and Masaki and Captain Tsubasa. You had a bromance between the main leads and SK the Infinity. I mean, my goodness, bromance is just addicting to watch. It always makes an anime series funner to watch. Well, yeah, it makes sense there'd be no teamwork, Spiral Matt. They're just getting used to each other. The thing is, though, So Sasaki's going to have to deal in the future against opponents that train just as much as him or just as skilled as him, but know how to actually work on team as a team. So he's going to be at disadvantage when he goes up against teams like that. I'm glad he's using his words against you. Yes! And I'm glad it's coming from Toy. Because considering his experience, you can't ignore the words that Toy's saying. It's better this happened now, though. Damn. Damn, that's rough. But I hope this will allow Sasaki to actually look at himself in the mirror figuratively. And hope he'll realize that he has to collaborate with people eventually. Well, what's middle? Yeah. You'd be surprised from a lot of good shit happened to me in middle school. My middle school was fucking badass. They had fucking arcades and shit. And badass fucking food, too, for lunch. Unlike one of the rare people that actually had good experiences in their middle school, my middle school was badass. My high school was not badass, though, but my middle school was fucking cool. I did enjoy my high school years, though, just in case you're wondering. You know, that's not a surprise. Then Yamato's going to have to train himself up. I think he should use those words as, Yamato's going to have to train himself up so that he can handle those passes. I knew I was going to say that. It's just like someone like Yamato's mindset to be saying that. I don't remember those words. I think Sasaki is going to be changing his mind on Yamato pretty soon. I give him 2 or 3 episodes to change his mind. That's probably how long it's actually going to take. I like how much you see Toei work at. I'm assuming maybe he's writing potential battle tactics for the sport. Oh. I think he has optimism. Oh, so it is tactics. Looks like I was on the money here. All right, good. Now, this is the type of optimism I love to hear. That fucking spot, I love it. Because he looks like a man with a motherfucking amazing plan, if you ask me. And sometimes to pull things off, you might need shake-up sometimes. Whoa. Well, the thing about Sasaki is, I think he's going to change his mind. He's going to realize that teamwork and winning is important. Well, because Sasaki ain't used to this type of stuff, Spiral Matt. He probably isn't used to being challenged like this. I like how he doesn't even know how to play. Didn't he read all those books? It's actually good because now Sasaki has no choice but to work with the others to succeed. This is damn good. He can change Spiral Man. It's just gonna take probably Saki a few episodes to change. Because he ain't gonna change overnight. It's gonna be a process. And he's got a point. I mean, he's got a lot of intelligence. This will also be good for Sasaki too, though. But the thing is, Sasaki is intelligent, so it could actually work. I think he'll warm up to them eventually, Spiral Man. It's just going to be a matter of time, that's all. Whoa! You know shit through when even someone as narcissistic and cocky as Sasaki is even having some doubts about him, so that's whether he can do it. But I think he can do it too, Spiral Man. I think he can do it. Huh. I'm going to assume this boy's bringing bad news. Oh, never mind. I'm assuming the first opponent's going to be tough, so my guess is still it's going to be bad news. I'm assuming Alibert's a badass team. I'm assuming they're going to be impressive opponents. His face! Oh, man, it says it all. Yeah, the ring does look nice. Oh, fuck. That doesn't mean the team is going to be good. They're going to be fucking amazing then. Our boys are going to get their asses whooped, aren't they? Yeah, they're going to be decimated. But you know what? This will be good for them. If they suffer this loss and they get through it, they'll become stronger emotionally and physically as athletes. They're not going to beat them, Spiral Man. They're going to get their asses bounced. Let's just be real. But they can learn a lot through a loss, though. So it ain't. He's got a point. Well, he definitely can. I mean, the stronger opponents will allow them to learn a lot about themselves, and they'll be able to see what they're lacking. Oh, it's over. Yeah, we all know they're going to lose Spiral. There's no way, like, with the way they build up Albert, there is no fucking way they're going to beat them. They're too fucking good. They have too much talent to freaking lose. And our boys are barely even having practices. And there's already major arguments. So, yeah, the opposing team's going to fucking win. But in saying that, the episode was fucking good, though. I'm going to actually rate this one. He'll stop complaining eventually. It's just a matter of time. Now, if I had to rate this episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. At least they're building up their future opponent. You get plot progression and seeing how Sasaki was treated in middle school. You get to see more of the boys practice together. So the episode didn't waste time. You get some character development for Yamato, seeing how seriously he's taking the sport and how he wants to live up to Sasaki's expectations. You're getting some development for Sasaki because he's being put into bigger roles like play calling. We're seeing his distaste for people like Yamato, but he has respect for Toei. So I like that. It gives him layers. Animation worked. Artwork was fine. And voice acting was pretty good. And that's why I give the episode an above average 6 out of 10 grade. I mean, yeah, it might be like that series, Spiral Man. Gotta admit, the key visual does look pretty nice, actually. Haven't seen Haikyuu though, Spiral Man, and I don't intend to because a lot of people say that series ends like a piece of shit. The manga, anyway. But I heard good things about Haikyuu's start, but not good things about how it ends, though. A lot of people say its manga ending is a piece of crap. Which is a shame because Haikyuu, I heard, had a really good start. I don't mind hyper main characters as long as they're cool, though, Spiral Man. So I could actually live with that. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comments section below. Thank you again, One Bone Honest and Sparrow Matt, for commenting on the live chat. That's pretty cool, Sparrow Matt. And thank you, everyone else, for watching my video. I hope you all rate it, share it, comment, subscribe, because next week I'll react to the next episode for sure. So if you don't want to miss my reaction, subscribe. Or I'll see you in a few minutes because I'm going to react to Q episode 2. Because Rusted Armor, fuck that series. I'm going to react to that when I feel like it. Q, I'd rather prioritize that. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching my video. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.